Well, hello. It's Mel here from Roller Girl Gang, and I am recording day 16 of my Show Up to Grow series. I am doing a bit of a bulk record and bulk upload because I spent time away on a trip to Canada and did not realize that I was not going to be able to roam and use my data as I did in the UK. So, note to self is to make sure you do the research before you go on your trip. Anywho, day 16 is all about people. And as I've got older, my desire to meet people who think in the same way as me has got stronger. And I am making choices all the time about who I'm choosing to surround myself with. So I want to be surrounded by people who will empower me and lift me up and fill my energy up, and then I can empower them in turn. I want to be really real with people. I don't want to hide anything about myself. It's actually tiring. I want to have deep conversations with people and I want to live in the moment. And that does mean putting my phone down sometimes and being present. I want to have people in my life who believe in abundance. They believe that there is room for everybody, and that's enough. I want to have people in my life who choose collaboration over competition. To me, life is not a competition. Should be fun and enjoyable, and I choose to support other people in helping them achieve their goals, even if they're not helping me achieve mine. I want to be really intentional with all of my actions, from social media use to what I eat to what I listen to. And I'm also going to find a silver lining and view life's challenges as learning opportunities. I choose not to be limited by my past, and I look forward to the future. And my best moment is right now. I'm living it right now. And I find that by putting out into the world my choices and my desires, it helps other people find me. It means that they understand what my values are, and you can connect with those if you choose to. And that is because no one is a mind reader. You might think, oh, that person looks like they will have the same values as me, but when you start talking to them, you're like, oh, they don't at all. And vice versa. You might judge someone straight away. Oh, that person's not going to have the same values as me, and be very surprised when you start talking to them. It was pretty scary doing this at first, because this is quite a big step away from what I'm used to doing. And like saying out loud what I value is scary. Pressing upload or publish is scarier because you become instantly vulnerable. I feel like the world is judging me, and I have to put that to one side. Otherwise, I would not be able to keep doing this. And like, I feel like I've become better on deciding whose opinion is important to me. If you choose to judge me from behind your screen and never put your own opinions out, no, that's fine. But I'm probably going to put less weight on what they think. And if you've only got space for criticism, then I'm really not that interested. It's taken quite a lot of work on myself to stop worrying about what do other people think, because it's out of my control. You're going to think whatever you think, and that's just as it is. Yeah, but if you're not going to show up, then yeah, that's what it is. So here's an example of like a little conversation that we might have in the shop. So the shop visitor kind of comes in and they go, oh, this shop's lovely. I used to roller skate when I was a kid, but it's too risky now. So I'm going, oh yeah, that's great. Actually, our incredible and most wonderful skate community is made up of adults, all shapes and sizes and genders. And the majority of people who skate with Roller Girl Gang are actually mostly women aged between 30 and 60. And the visitor kind of goes, oh, well, actually, I'm quite clumsy, so I would fall. Still not for me. And I go, oh, absolutely. I mean, everyone falls over, no matter what level of roller skating they reach. And the shop person in the shop is kind of like, oh, okay, well, actually, I've got, appalling knee or a dodgy back or a weak wrist. And I just wouldn't feel comfortable joining in. And I kind of just have a little think to myself about all the people that I know who come to skate class anyway, who have fibromyalgia, they have ME, they have MS, they have an anxiety disorder, they're neurodivergent, they have a learning delay, they are hearing impaired, or maybe they need support in another way. And I go, oh, yes, of course I understand. You have a lovely day. Thanks for popping in. Like, I don't see it's my job to convince people that they must start roller skating right now. Even though I believe that they could do it, I'm not going to convince them of that because that's not my job. In fact, probably the opposite would be true, and they'd be quite put off by it. Like, I would much rather just like plant a little seed. They can go away and think about it, hopefully, and then it might take them a couple of weeks, might take a couple of months or years. Eventually they might think, oh, I see people skating. Once you talked about something, it kind of shows up in your phone. So maybe that's all the seed. They've had the discussion, we've mentioned it enough times, and then it's going to start popping up in their feed. They'll get skate curious. Maybe they'll do some research. Most people don't believe that we have new skaters starting every single week, and that is because we don't really post photos or videos from our beginner roller skate class. Like, I think it's disrespectful, and I want to make sure that that space is psychologically safe, so I don't do it. You can do it. If you come to class, you take your own pictures and post them. That is fine. So actually you just have to come along and experience it for yourself. But I also recognise there's people that are not able to come to Leeds. It's pretty far away from a lot of people, or it's not a convenient time for you, which is why we made our on-demand learning. We made an online video series which covers all of the skills in so much depth that to get the most out of it, you need to rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it. And it's like a good 4 months worth of coverage. It might take you 6 months to get through everything and be really solid with those fundamental skills, So I encourage you to speak out and find your people. Have a great day.